Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nitin, and as you may know, the results for the CFA Level 1 exams are out and I have cleared the exam. So in this video, I'll be sharing with you who should prepare for the exam, CFA exam structure, study sources, and most importantly, the tips and tricks that I used to ace the exam. So who should pursue CFA? CFA is for someone who is interested into finance and wants to have a basic understanding of finance or wants to make a career in the field of finance. If you are interested in private equity, portfolio management, investment banking, then you should definitely be pursuing CFA. So now coming on to the structure of the examination, CFA is an objective based examination and contains 10 subjects. The exam will be conducted in 2 slots and each slot will be of 2 hours and 15 minutes. And you will be given a break of 30 minutes between the slots and the overall exam duration will be of 5 hours. So now coming on to the study resources. Study resources basically depends on the way you are preparing for the exams. Broadly, there are 2 ways in which you can prepare for the exam. The one is through self-study and the other one is through coaching institute. If you are preparing on your own, then you can refer to Schweser notes. You can refer to YouTube videos for the concept you are unable to understand. And for the practice, you can refer to CFA Institute material and Schweser practice books. If you are preparing with the help of a coaching institute, then you would obviously be referring to their lectures. I wouldn't recommend you to refer to Schweser notes in this case, because if you are referring to the Schweser notes, then the amount of material that you have and you have to consume becomes very lengthy. Although you can refer to Schweser notes for some concepts you are unable to understand through your coaching institute. For practice, you can refer to coaching institute material, CFA institute material, and the Schweser practice books. So apart from whether you are preparing through a coaching institute or you are preparing on your own, there is nevertheless some amount of material that you can refer. The first one is Prep Nuggets YouTube channel. You can refer to the Prep Nuggets YouTube channel for the concepts you are not able to understand. Their visual representation of the concepts is very helpful in understanding the concepts. And the second source is Ethics Meme PDF. I have attached the link of that PDF in the description box below. That PDF will provide you a basic understanding of the concepts of ethics. So now coming to the third resource, CFA curriculum material. Actually, I wouldn't recommend anyone to use CFA curriculum material because it is very dense and you will be lost within the concepts. Schweser notes cover all the concepts very well that you need to ace the exams. And I believe that CFA exam is more about understanding the basics rather than knowing in depth. So coming to the number of hours that you need to prepare for CFA. Generally, it is said that you need approx 300 hours to prepare for CFA. But according to me, you need at least 500 hours or even more to prepare for CFA. And if you're taking the help of a coaching institute, then you will be requiring even more to attend the lectures. So how I prepared for the CFA exam was, I mainly referred to the Schweser notes and I referred to the Sanjay Saraf sir's lectures for the concept I wasn't able to understand. And now the most important part, the tips and tricks that helped me to clear the exams. So now coming on to the first trick that helped me to clear the exam, practice selectively. There are around 3000 questions on CFA Institute website. and around 1000 questions in Schweser practice books. And there will be even more if you are enrolling in a coaching institute. So there are, let's say, around 6000 questions and you can't practice all. So I would say is to practice selectively. Like you can attempt every second, third or fourth question. In this way you will be reducing the number of questions you have to attempt and you will be covering all the practice material that you need to prepare for the exam. So let's say there are 6000 questions and you are attempting every fourth question. So the number of questions you will be attempting is 4th, 8th, 12th, 16th and so on. So in this way you will be reducing the number of questions you need to attempt to 1500 and you will be covering every concept and every material. And the next tip would be to practice active recalling rather than revising. Generally what we keep on doing is that we keep on revising the notes that we have made, but due to this sometimes we tend to forget what we have learned and this also affects our accuracy. Instead what we should be doing is that we should be practicing active recalling. So let's say there's a concept called emotional bias in this chapter, behavioral bias of individuals, and how I remember this concept is loser, LOSSER. So the L stands for loss aversion bias, overconfidence bias, status quo bias, self-control bias, endowment bias and regret aversion bias. So the second step would be to recall what each individual bias stands for. Recalling in this way will help you remember the concepts. You can even skip the mnemonics part and practice only the recalling part. And the next tip would be to focus more on revising and recalling. Basically, there are 3 steps in a preparation journey. The first is you learn the concept, the second is you revise or recall the concept, and the third one is that you practice the concept. During the end phase of your preparation, you should focus more on revising or recalling the concept rather than practicing or learning the concepts, because in the exams it will be more about how well you can answer the basic questions rather than knowing in depth. And the fourth tip would be to keep on concising the material. Like if you're revising for the first time, you can probably go through all the concepts and you can mark the concept you are weak at and the headings. So the next time you will be revising, you just need to look at the headings and you can recall what the paragraph was all about, and you can only prepare for the topics you were weak at. So going on in this way, at the end of your preparation, you should be able to revise all the syllabus in one day. And the fifth tip would be to learn how to use the calculator. Most of the times what we feel is that we know how to use the calculator, but there still may be some keys that you aren't aware of, and that keys might be helpful to you in the exam. So you can just watch the video lecture of Ashwini sir on YouTube. So that lecture will provide you with all the understanding that you require to ace the exam. And the sixth tip would be to give enough mocks. Although I have said you that you should be revising or recalling more rather than giving mocks or practicing, but giving a mock will help you to know that whether you are able to remember all the concepts at one go or not, exactly what you will be needing an exam. And you should be targeting an accuracy of 70% and above in the mocks. So guys, with this I would like to end the video, and if there's anything you want to ask, you can drop that in the comment section below and I will be more than happy to help you.